ahead. Hi.
Yes?
Make it good.
Understood. We will do as you say.
Building completed.
Oh, there she is. Finally.
Your will.
Can I ask you something? Why did you stay out at sea? Why didn't you go home?
Understood.
Looks like whoever was camping here has returned. They must have a good reason to be out here by themselves.
Brothers, get ready. There's
Yes?
work to be done.
What do we have?
Another outsider. What are you doing out here?
I was actually going to ask you the same thing. I'm General Erev of the Nortander Army. Who are you?
You're the one who cleared out the bandits. My name's Raita. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should be heading back.
Funny. We met a Raita back in the village. You're not her.
Well, you must be mistaken. Our names must sound similar to outsider ears.
Give it up. You seem pretty alive and well for someone who was murdered by bandits, Ihina.
Fine. Yes. My name is Ihina. How do you even know about me anyway?
I spoke to your husband. He's pretty devastated from losing you.
Takana. I hoped his grief would be short.
Why did you run away?
It's not what you think. I love my husband. But more than that, I can't say.
Get ready. There's work to be done. Understood. We will do as
All I'm trying to do is help your husband find closure. He'd want to know why you left.
Not if he knew the truth. But okay, I'll tell you. Maybe you'll understand why it had to be this way.
I'm listening.
Between the plague and the bandits, my people were starving. The chieftain, ancestors guide him, insisted there was nothing we could do. I knew if I could convince the bandits to leave, we would have access to our food supply again.
Convince them how?
By poisoning them. Contaminating their food. If they believed the plague had tainted everything, they would move on.
That was risky. If they caught you, they might have taken revenge against your village.
I know. But what other choice was there? The Aliani would never force them out. Nor could we if we tried. It was the only thing I could think of. There was a smaller group of them out on patrol. I hid in the bushes and watched as they ate the berries I poisoned. I thought it was just enough to make them sick. Sheogdad's mercy. I was wrong. I watched as their eyes bulged and their throats swelled shut. They were in so much agony before they finally died. I couldn't go through with the rest after that.
Okay, so you poisoned some bandits. Why did you fake your own death?
Our laws forbid violence. If the tribe knew what I'd done, I'd be exiled. It's better they know I'm dead.
Really? I don't think the people who care about you would agree.
You don't know our ways, outsider. To be an exile is to be cast out from the tribe, in this life and the next. You lose your place with the ancestors, but it's not me I'm worried about. Taikana may be engulfed in his grief, but knowing I was an exile would break him. No. It's better he believe we will be reunited someday.
Well, I dealt with the bandits. You could go home.
No. I broke my people's law. I deserve exile.
No one has to know what you've done.
You're telling me to live a lie? I knew when I set out to do this that there was no going back. I just wanted to help, but I messed it up. That doesn't mean I don't have to pay for it.
You're living a lie either way. At least if you go back, the people who care about you still have you in their lives.
I guess. I never thought about it that way. Ancestors. What have I done? Okay, I'll go back. How am I supposed to explain my disappearance?
I'm sure you'll think of something.
Just let me gather my things then. Listen for the storm, outsider.
We should move.
Listen for the storm? What's that supposed to mean?
Understood. We will do as you say.
Oh my god, it's such a long way away. Should have used his teleporter. Holy crap.
Tell me, right,
All this time I
if
forgot to
there's
save.
one thing you
Oh.
could change about...
That is.
Pointless philosophical discussions.
Deflecting the question?
What do you want me to say? Free cake for everyone? It's a purely theoretical question. Even if you could effect actual change, it would never affect the world as a whole. It just doesn't work that way.
You're a real ray of sunshine.
Brothers,
Ain't he though?
get ready. There's work to be done. Understood. We will do as you say. Work. Your will shall be done.
Let's turn into side quests first. Then we'll turn into main quest.
What's this?
Outsider! Ihina told me how you saved her from the bandits. I can't thank you enough.
No need to thank me. I'm just glad she made it back to you.
Thank you for this chance, outsider.
Yes, we will always be grateful. Ancestors, guide your path.
Get ready. There's work to be done.
Aye.
Ricochet multiplier. Bastion of Valor. Oh, that's the shield thing. I don't have that. Don't wear that.
Yes?
Understood. We will do as you say.
I'm here.
You were saying?
Okay. Now let's turn in the main quest.
Huh.
You're back. Does that mean...
Yes, we ended the plague.
I knew it. I knew it would work.
That's interesting, but ultimately irrelevant.
What do you mean? If they stop the plague, doesn't it mean they can stop Jakku too?
It only means that they quelled a symptom. And who knows, maybe ending the plague is also part of the pattern.
Of course,
Either
fucking
way,
religious
you honored
bullshit.
your word. So, we will honor ours. Come. Let us begin with a question. What do you know about Sheogdead already? The one you call the God of Light?
It's an entity from another reality that wants to re-enter our world. Probably to devour it, like it tried to last time.
One statement, three misconceptions. First of all, Sheogdead does not come from another dimension. It comes from the place where all dimensions converge, a place between dream and reality, the City of Light. Second, while it's true its arrival will put an end to all living beings, existence will arise anew. Sheogdead destroys to allow for creation. It clears to make room for the new. And finally, Sheogdead does not want. It has no will because it is a consequence, a law of nature, and this law is Jagu.
Consequence. So you mean Jakku and the God of Light are responses to something that's happening on Io?
They are responses to our vices. Every time we choose selfishness over altruism, violence over peace, vice over virtue, we bring this world one step closer to Jagu.
Which has now begun.
Oh, it began 2 years ago when that madman Rondar Lacane tried to let Sheogdead into our world. The scroll's verse 1. 4 corrupted it will choose, and they shall not rest until the gate has been opened.
You're saying Rondar Lacane was a part of Jakku too?
One of its most telltale expressions, yes. The corrupted. Once Jakku begins, Sheogdead chooses 4 of them. 4 servants of its cause. They can be anyone. And the way in which they serve Sheogdead is not always as obvious as it was with Lacane. What they have in common, however, is that they all play pivotal roles in the prophecy, and it's always one who ends it.
By bringing the God of Light into our world.
Correct. And once it has begun, chaos follows. Wars, suffering, plagues. Jakku is the storm mankind created, the corrupted guide. And that brings Sheogdead, the end of humankind.
So there are 4 corrupted. 4 servants of Sheogdead.
Yes.
How does it choose them?
No one can truly say, but the wise women believe that Sheogdead chooses those who are the most rotten or fragile in their hearts, and who have the greatest potential to affect the current cycle of Jagu. If you're asking me who the 4 corrupted of our Jagu are, however, I do not know. No one does, until Jagu unfolds.
And you're saying this prophecy can't be stopped?
Correct. It can't. Jagu is born within our hearts. It's a storm of mankind's own creation. We could have stopped the storm when it was still forming, but we didn't. Now, we have to live with the consequences.
I don't buy it. Assuming that all this is true, there has to be a way to stop this.
Can you stop the lightning once it has thundered? I told you. Jagu is a consequence, and we had our chance to stop it.
Hold on. If only the corrupted can finish the prophecy, wouldn't stopping them do the trick? Rondar Lacane is dead, right? He's done corrupting.
You just don't understand. Yes, Rondar Lacane is dead, but that changes nothing. If Jagu permitted Lacane to die, then it was because his death was necessary for Jagu to be fulfilled. Another corrupted will do the final deed, and this one you cannot stop. even if you try.
Better to try than to accept defeat.
Son?
I said, better to try than to accept defeat. Yes, Father, maybe the scrolls are right. Maybe Jakku cannot be stopped once it has started. But they are just paper.
They are the truth.
So you say. And that's why when something happens that doesn't fit into them, such as the outsiders stopping the plague or a corrupted dying, you bend logic so it conforms with the writings.
Religion.
Ancestors' mercy. Even if
just
it's
define
pointless,
religion.
why don't we at least try? All we Aliani ever do is sit around with our sad faces and let things happen.
Yes, and if the outsiders would do the same rather than hate, steal, murder, and wage wars all their lives, Jakku would never have happened.
Well, it did. And I'm not going to sit around and watch the world end. General, let me join you. Your friend is right. I think tracking down and stopping the corrupted is our best chance. And I can help you.
Are you even allowed to leave the steppes?
Father,
It's all right, Kayawu. If you remember anything, it is that the scrolls forbid us to impose our will on others. So, yes, if this is what you truly want, you may leave.
And you won't exile me?
Not if you stay true to our ways.
Don't your people reject violence? We've already had to shed blood on our mission, and I doubt it will be for the last time.
We reject violence except for survival and self-defense. I will never harm someone unless he harms us first. But I'm ready to do what must be done for our survival.
Words of an outsider.
Using your spear when there's a lion charging at you does not make you rotten. You more than anyone should know that. Also, General Arab doesn't look like the kind of woman who'd use violence if it wasn't necessary.
I appreciate the offer, but how could you even help us? This mission is dangerous. And as I understand it, you people are pacifists.
I can learn. Also, as the son of the chieftain, I was instructed in the words of the ancestors.
What's that?
A kind of tribal light magic. Protective spells, healing, etc.
The words of the ancestors are taught to protect Aliani, not outsiders with a thirst for blood.
These outsiders saved a lot of Aliani lives today, didn't they? The ancestors would want us to protect them. Mother would. Also, if you want to stop Jakku, you'll need someone who knows about it.
Fair enough. If this is what you want, come with us. But you'll follow my orders.
I will. I'm sorry, Father.
Just don't lose yourself out there.
I will, Father. I promise.
Wait,
Allow me to gather my things, General.
I will lose
I will
myself?
meet you at the pass.
Is that what you just said? Okay then.
Let's tell the soldiers we're done here. I want to leave before nightfall.
We should also have a chat with that mercenary. Those flying creatures were quite useful, so it'd be wise to have him stick around.
Good point.
Yes? Do you require it?
I hope you are happy, General.
I still don't understand why you refuse to fight Jakku. Your son is right. Even if we lose, at least we tried.
I can see why you would say that, but trust me, our beliefs are not something we thought up overnight. I do not expect you to understand.
May I ask what happened to your wife? To Kayawu's mother?
I do not want to talk about it. I am certain my son will tell you on your future journeys.
Well, leaving was his choice, not mine.
I know, and I saw this day coming. Either way, you should leave. If you really intend to stop Jakku, then time is your most precious resource. Ancestors guide your path, General. And remember that your steps leave more than footprints.
Rera, I want you to know I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
Even with everything going on, you deserve to find love. Ambassador Jarrus seems like an honorable man.
What? I'm not. Stone, stop listening to Catris.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they did say to go back and talk to this dude. And I will do just that. So let's go there. Open the portal there.
I am on it. You know the way, right? By the way, Wraith, I still disagree. Earlier, you said that the common man will always be easy prey for Arrakis's or another demagogue's hate speech. It wouldn't be like that if everybody had the same access to education as the nobles of Windhelm do. They would see through his lies.
I agree. But as long as someone has an interest in keeping the sheep dumb and docile, access to knowledge will always be restricted. And there's always that someone.
It worked, huh? I told you my beast would do the trick. So, did you find whatever you came here for?
Answers. Yes.
Lovely. So, I've been thinking, do you happen to need a creature handler for that military unit of yours?
Weren't you planning to go back to Wolfgar?
Eventually, yes, but truth be told, that mission of yours has got me intrigued, and I'm pretty sure your unit could benefit from my skills, and also... Nah, never mind.
Also what?
Well, maybe that mission of yours is a good way to, you know, redeem myself.
Well, I don't see why not. As long as you follow my orders.
I will, as long as you don't ask me to eat puppies. My men will stay here for a while longer. I've already had a chat with the villagers. I think we could help each other. I'll be ready when you give the word.
What's this? So long.
I would never order you to eat puppies.
War
am I
after
to
war
you?
has scarred Fiara, altering the tides of power across much of the continent. In Nortender, a fragile hope for peace drives the efforts to rebuild a ravaged kingdom. A new beginning dawns for the Morhir.
Whoa!
As their new settlement finally takes shape, while the orcs realize the
I just
dream
gained
of
a
the
bunch
Great
of
Khal.
achievements. Oh my god! You are druid and light magic. I thought so. You're just pure healer. Creature in the area. Wait, conjure a large, lingering circle of nature and light magic into any creature that enters. Ally or enemy cannot be damaged, use spells, or attack, and constantly regenerate focus and health. Oh. That sounds horrible. Like, legitimately horrible. Okay, that works. Good. I don't know if I like Holy Ground. Holy Ground is kind of weird. I'm gonna take that back. I don't think I. Ooh, whoa. Okay, so willpower is what I need, right? Nope, int. I need int. There, let's go with that. Very good. Okay. No new bounties available. Report back to the queen. Well, I want to check if the dude with the
atop the mammoth
animals,
stronghold of Greykeep
I can buy
sits
items
King's
from him here.
Vantage, a gathering place of merchants, servants, and nobles alike. From here, the high towers of the keep encircle the terrace, a grove of stone jutting out from the city below. Beyond,
Yes?
So I can buy him. That's it? Up here.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Come take a look. I'm sure I've got something that might spark your interest.
Oh, you don't have enough. Okay.
Good choice.
Let's go
Armor,
over here then.
shields, everything from copper daggers to moon silver swords.
No doubles.
You know how to bargain, don't you?
Wait, you're not a ranged person? Light and nature, that's totally you. There you go. No question about it. You are light and nature. Yeah, your health is definitely not made for close range.
Take a look around, see what you like. Oh, that'll do.
The best wares from Kalea to Nortander.
Okay.
War after war
Let's
has
go to
scarred Fiora,
Windwall?
altering the tides of power across much of the continent. In Nortender, a fragile hope for peace drives the efforts to rebuild a ravaged kingdom.
Windholm. What achievement did I just get? I have no idea. Okay, so I need to bring the dwarf. Makes sense. I'm gonna take out Iria. I'm gonna take,
Make it quick then.
The healer.
For 5 days, you ride under an overcast sky. One night, sitting by the campfire, Rera offers you and your companions a sip of brandy. She tells you about her life as a privateer, her return to Windwall, and about Ericus's rise to power. The worst about people like him, she says, her eyes drift off, almost as though she is talking to herself, is that they claim to speak for all of us, but he doesn't. We'll make sure he understands that.
So, there's a part I haven't told you. While it's true that nobody will question that letter once we're inside, those bridge guards have been briefed. They know who they're expecting.
That's bad.
Not necessarily. They don't know what Zverak Yor looks like, but they know her reputation.
Which is?
That she is the most unlikable, self-entitled person to have ever walked the face of Io. In other words, you'll have to act the part and they'll let us through.
Oh.
That's bad. Okay. Since we haven't really started
war
anything,
after war has scarred Fiora.
Did they let
altering
us
the tides of power across much of the continent?
A race
in Nortender,
to play
a
as
fragile hope
while
for
here?
peace drives the efforts to rebuild a ravaged kingdom.
No, they didn't. Did they? I'm just gonna load just.
War after
There.
war has scarred
This is before I
Fiora,
enter that area.
altering the tides of power across much of the continent. In Nortender, a fragile hope for peace drives the efforts to rebuild a ravaged kingdom. A new beginning dawns for the Morhir, as their new settlement finally takes shape, while the orcs realize the dream of the great Khal in Bargagor. The dwarves carry on and
Okay, just making sure. So this entire dungeon is gonna
Let's
be.
make it painless.
Oh, that's boring. There's not gonna be an RTS element. Man.
For 5 days, you ride under an overcast sky. One night, sitting by the campfire, Rera offers you and your companions a sip of brandy. She tells you about her life as a privateer, her return to Windwall, and about Ericus's rise to power. The worst about people like him, she says, her eyes drift off, almost as though she is talking to herself, is that they claim to speak for all of us, but he doesn't.
So, there's a part I haven't told. What? But they know her.
Which?
In
Oh. What do you need?
What do you need?
Huh?
Okay, earth fissure. That.
Yes?
Alright, very good.
Aye.
You lead, I follow.
Oh boy, here we go. So, self-entitled bitch. Got it.
Hold it right there. No gravel eaters past this point.
Servant, there are 2 gnomes obstructing my path. One short, one fat. Both ugly.
Just two insignificant guards, your most brightly beaming brilliance.
What was that?
Ugh. The ugly gnome is still talking, servant. His foul breath is numbing my senses.
All right, that's it. Go!
Wait, are you from Imperia? I recognize that accent.
Oh dear.
I have a letter of passage.
A letter of... Wait. Are you the...
She isn't. She doesn't fit the description at all. Now, I suggest you tell me where you got this letter from. Or prepare to get your head beaten to a pulp.
Wait. We'll pay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's stupid.
For 5 days, you ride under an overcast sky. One night, sitting by the campfire, Rera offers you and your companions a sip of brandy. She tells you about her life as a privateer.
What do
Hold it right there. No gravel eaters past this point.
Servant, there are 2 gnomes obstructing my path.
What was that?
Ugh. The ugly gnome is still talking, servant. His foul breath is numbing my senses.
I love
All
it.
right, that's it. Go!
Wait, are you from Imperia? I recognize that accent. Hello? Anybody in there?
Her most delicately dazzling brilliance would like to be properly addressed when spoken to.
Need half balls. What?
Oh, your most luminous brilliance. Hearken to my humble question. Who are you?
Look at that. The fat gnome is capable of speech. Servant, tell him who I am.
You are speaking to Zverak Yor, also known as the creator of marvels, the architect of wonders. We are here at the invitation of your leader, High Hierophant Arrakis. Here's our letter of passage.
I see. Well then, go on through. And forgive the inconvenience. We didn't know who we were talking to.
That much was evident. Come now, servant.
Perfect.
Let us swiftly get many miles between us and these miscreants.
I love it. I should be that bitchy all the time, because that's hilarious.
I can't believe that worked.
Neither can I.
Come, let's find Malik. He's expecting us.
Oh my god, that's great. That's great.
Hold it. That's Arrakis. Seems as if he's given another one of his speeches.
We might want to give it a listen. The more we learn about this man, the better.
Good point.
I say, no more! For centuries, those gravel eaters have kept us weak. Treaties, alliances, conclaves, all they did was try to put us in shackles. But no, of course that wasn't enough. They also took it upon themselves to poison our culture. And damn, how they succeeded. Look around, brothers. Look at what our once so proud nation has become. Dwarves mixing with surface folk, breeding offspring whose existence alone is an insult to our ancestors. Women, the goddesses of life, wielding axes, making laws when they should be ensuring the survival of our people. Dwarves who don't know which end of the axe to hold. We've become a joke, brothers. A disgrace. And do you know what I'm seeing?
Rubber.
5 years from now, I see these halls deserted. Nothing left but the wind, the rats, and a handful of fragile creatures whose only purpose is to mine ore for the rich surface men.
He's talking to 8 people.
I see crypts filled with the corpses of dwarves. Dwarves who did not die in battle, but from the degeneration the Gravel Eaters brought upon us. I see the end of a people whom Nihalf once chose to rule all the mountains of Io. But we won't take it. We won't let them poison our minds, take our pride, force us into servitude. We will show them our true face. And oh, brothers, they won't like it. No more treaties, no more bargains, no more outsiders within these sacred halls. Only the sons of granite, proud and strong, axes honed, baring their teeth to anybody who dares to challenge us. Are you with me? Yeah! What are you, Gravel Eaters? I want to hear you shout it at the top of your lungs. Fill every corner of these sacred halls with your voices. Shout it like the proud men that I see before me. Gravel no longer. We are of granite. Are you with me? Yeah! Gravel no more. We are granite. Gravel no more. We are granite.
That's a horrible cheer. Yeah, you gotta come up with a better slogan, my dude.
Make me proud.
Impressive, isn't it? Regardless of how much I hate this guy, I have to hand it to him. He knows how to make a speech.
Well, I can see why the people follow him.
So can I. Though... Yeah.
What?
Arrakis may present himself as a saint, but I'm sure he has skeletons in his closet. We tried to dig up dirt in him before, but never found anything. If we get the chance to search inside the castle walls, well, that's a different story. In other words, we should keep an eye out for anything interesting once we're inside the fortress. I doubt it'll help convince those oafs that they're following the wrong shepherd, but it's worth a try.
What's this?
I just took his stuff. Her stuff? Can't really tell. But, you know really. This is why they hate us, by the way. We're just going around stealing their items.
Keep up.
Ah, just the kind of person I was looking for.
Excuse me?
You know how to fight, eh? More importantly, how to survive.
Yes?
Just what I thought. I have a proposal for you, then. One that'll make us both legends. You ever heard of Wyvern Fire?
Wyvern Fire. You mean the third hottest flame on Io?
Bingo. They say that everything forged by Wyvern Fire is 50 times as strong as its conventional counterpart. Well, maybe not 50 exactly, but a lot. You get the idea. Now, here's the thing. I actually got my hands on a Wyvern. And you know what? Its flame melted my whole damn forge. A mature Wyvern's fire is too hot to handle. But a hatchling, that'd be more manageable. You get me a Wyvern egg. I'll craft you Wyvern fire weapons, armor, the works. You'll be legendary. What do you say?
You have a deal.
Aye. Good on you. Come back when you have the egg.
Where am I supposed to get a Wyvern egg?
Well, I heard talk of a Wyvern breeding ground out in the scorching desert. You could look there.
Isn't that dangerous?
I mean, I did ask if you're the surviving type.
What's in this for you?
I told you. This will make us both legends. The items I craft are of no use sitting around my workshop. It needs to be used, appreciated. Deeds must be done with them, stories told of them. The more renown is attached to your name, the more renown is attached to my name. And what greater achievement is there than to become a legend?
I'll be going.
Aye. Be seeing you.
Let's go buy stuff.
Lead the way.
I like buying stuff. This place also looks really nice. Like, this place looks like any classic dwarven city.
Surfacer! Over here!
You wanted to speak to me?
Aye, my friend, I did. You're an outsider, huh? What a refreshing sight. The guards aren't letting many of you in these days. Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Gorag Rockrim, representative of the Historical Society. If you're feeling particularly philanthropic, I have a proposition for you.
I'm listening.
The Society has a keen interest in acquiring old moon silver artifacts. Our ancestors spread all across Fiara, leaving pieces of history behind. We'd like to bring those pieces home. For every artifact you bring me, I will compensate you accordingly. How's that sound?
Is this somehow connected to this giant statue High Hierophant Ericus is building?
What? Because these artifacts are made of moon silver? Good gracious, no. I'd rather cut off my own beard than let him melt these artifacts for his bloody statue. But that probably isn't a conversation we should be having here. Now, you were saying?
I'd like to know more about your society.
Ah, yes, of course. We were founded with a generous patronage from the late King Rorik, hence our name. Our mission is to preserve and promote our history.
Who's funding your society now that the king is gone?
We have a few private donations, but it is a challenge. All this political unrest has also thrown the future of our society into doubt. That's why it is our hope that these moon silver artifacts will spur more interest in our efforts.
Why do you want these moon silver artifacts?
All this talk we've been having about traditions and culture, we see it as an opportunity. People are interested in our history now more than ever, and these artifacts are part of that legacy. We want to start a museum where all dwarves can view and appreciate our history. This collection would be part of that. Besides, you see that statue they're working on? If Arrakis gets his hand on those artifacts, he'll just melt them down like they're ingots. He has no appreciation for their true value.
I've already found some moon silver artifacts. Here you go.
Ah, wonderful! Thank you so much, Surfacer. Compensation, as agreed, and in addition, I'd like you to have this. The Society is most grateful for your patronage. Let me know if you find anything else on your travels. Welcome back. Did you find any moon silver artifacts?
I'll be going.
Nihalf give you luck on your search.
Ma'am, could I have a minute of your time?
What do you need?
You look like a worldly person. A bold adventurer, even. Not many of those around here these days. Anyway, I've decided to leave this grim place and seek my luck on the road. So I was thinking, could you maybe test my adventuring knowledge and see if I'm up to the challenge?
I'm a soldier, not an adventurer. I wouldn't even know where to start.
But you've traveled the world. You've seen what's out there. Just see if I could theoretically manage situations you get yourself in while traveling.
Why are you so eager to risk your life like this? I promise you, life on the road isn't nearly as glamorous as the folktales make it out to be.
However it is, it's better than staying in Windhall. I don't know if you've noticed, but this city isn't currently a friendly place for the dwarves like me.
She's right.
It looks like I have little choice in the matter. Just remember, passing my test does not guarantee your survival. Even with all the knowledge in the world, what you're choosing is a very dangerous life. The road is treacherous, and you need to always keep that in mind. Trust no one but yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, let me think. What do you expect from an adventurer's life?
I'm not stupid. I know I'm not going to be helping dashing princes or finding ancient treasures. I just want to change people's lives for the better. Doesn't really matter if it's dealing with some bandits, killing a pack of rabid wolves, or cleaning horse manure for a crippled farmer. I just want to help.
I won't lie. That's a very impressive answer.
Thank you.
You're right. We need more compassion, especially these days. Seeing people like you gives me hope for the future.
Thank you, General.
All right. A group of bandits surrounds you. What do?
I talk to them. Ascertain what they're after. If it's greed, maybe I can convince them that I'm more valuable to them alive. If it's desperation, I talk to them. No one just chooses this line of work, and most people have reservations about it. And if all else fails, I kick them in the royal jewels and run, of course.
Wow.
What?
I was expecting you to say something along the lines of, I'll teach them a lesson, no one messes with me. But I have to say, your answer was surprisingly reasonable. Not what I would expect from someone so young.
I told you, I'm not trying to be the new Tahar. I know what I'm getting into.
Very well. I have to go now.
Oh, already? So what do you think? Am I ready?
No one is ready for the life you're choosing. I recommend settling down somewhere quiet, away from this mess.
But
having said that, you seem to be committed to helping people, and the people of EO need help. Just ask yourself, am I ready to risk my life for people that may not even appreciate my efforts? If the answer is yes, then you have my blessing.
It's not impulsive, I promise. I know what I'm risking.
Then all there is left for me to do is to wish you luck.
Thank you for being so kind, General. Good luck to you, too.
She is so dead. So dead.
Keep it up.
Hi, what you looking for?
Oh, right. Heal the user after blocking attack once every 1 second. Heal the user for 89 health. Not bad. That is not bad. I'll take it.
Come again.
Honestly, she should really be a shield and weapon wielder instead of whatever she is right now.
You'll find just what you need.
What is it?
We should move.
A storm is coming. Make it good.
You were saying?
Ooh. I'll buy that though. It is a purple item.
Well bargained.
Go ahead.
Don't skip on purple.
Huh. Interesting.
Take a look around. See what you like.
Ooh. Ooh, I can buy you a spear.
Come again.
Let's buy you a spear and switch to spear and shield. There you go.
Hi, what you looking for?
Much better.
Oh, that'll do.
I'm listening.
Lead on then.
What's this?
You'll find just what you need.
Oh. Oh wow, I already bought all this. How nice.
Come again.
Alrighty then.
What do we have here?
I'll catch up.
What's
well,
this?
You lot look a bit too old to join us. Besides, you're all filthy gravel eaters.
Join you? What are you talking about?
The young lads of Arrakis, of course. Our revolution's youth organization.
Get them while they're young, eh? The Exalted Father would have been proud.
I wouldn't say that at all. It's just a question of honest education. Giving them the whole truth about our heritage. We are really proud of our activities
Of course you
and
omit
programs.
anything that doesn't go
I'd be happy
along
to
with
tell you
your
about
story,
us.
right?
We have nothing to hide.
I was wondering, do you get a lot of sign-ups?
Oh, yes. Our meetings didn't used to be popular at all. But now we're breaking attendance records every single time. I guess our youth just needed a bit more time to realize that it's okay to have pride in what they are.
Huh. So tell me, how exactly do you plan to educate the youth?
It's all about pride. Helping them realize that they don't have to cower and apologize for what they are.
And how are you going to help them with that?
First of all, we want to get them out there. Meet other sons of Granite and see how it feels to be their true self. Unshackled from societal conventions and fear. And also, we need to give them access to the right sources. Scholars and intellectuals are good at pretending they are objective while protecting the old doctrine.
What would you replace it with?
The immortal knowledge of Arrakis, of course. In the current climate, only his words can be trusted. Shielding the next generation from all the deceit out there and sharing the wisdom of our leader is more than enough.
Another time, okay? There's something I need to take care of.
Ancestors, guide us.
Ah, thievery, bloody thievery. Those beardless stonelickers should have set their beards on fire. Ah.
Huh.
What are you looking at?
Sorry, I couldn't help but notice how upset you are. Do you mind if I ask what's wrong?
What's wrong? It's bloody thievery is what it is. Them beardless dregs have no right to my stuff. Do you know how long it's been in my family? A long time.
Whoa, slow down. Who stole from you? And what did they steal?
Knee half, balls, my hammer. Ever since that beardless gasbag took over Windhome, his stone lickers have been rounding up all the moon silver for that damn statue, including my family hammer. How's a smith supposed to work without his hammer?
How was your hammer stolen?
Dust and stones, are you even listening? Them granite babies showed up and demanded I hand over any moon silver for the glory of the Dwarven Empire. The bloody thieves.
They can do that? Just seize whatever they want?
You wouldn't believe how many gravel-headed fools there are. They hand over the stuff like they're proud to help the beardless dreg. And then when they get dwarves like me, the damn stone lickers hold you down while they ransack your home. Ah, I should have set fire to their beards.
I understand the sentimental value of your heirloom, but can't you use a different hammer for your work?
Oh, sure, I can use a different hammer. Why don't I give away my stuff for free, too, while I'm at it? That'd be all shite anyway.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was only a suggestion.
I will take your suggestion and shove it to the sky.
Sorry to hear that. I'll let you know if I find a moon silver hammer.
Ah, don't waste your time. It's long gone by now. Probably meant it down for that damn statue. If those stone lickers ever come back, I'm setting their beards on fire. You again? What brings you back this time?
I'll be going.
Ah, get gone then.
Treasury? Oh, I can't go there yet. There's a giant X.
Over there? Me have blessed my beard.
Can I help you?
Aye, that you can. My name's Herrick Grainblast. You look like a surfer, sir, who gets around.
Grainblast. I actually have a letter for you. The messenger died on the way here.
You do? Oh, then it must be from my boy. Let me see. Well, this is odd. It doesn't mention Hallabrook at all.
Calibrock. What's so important about it?
Well, you see, my son, Idar, and his friend set out for the city nearly 2 moons ago. He was supposed to write me once he got there, but the letter never came. This letter you found doesn't say anything about reaching Calibrook. So either this was written afterwards or they never even made it. Dust and stones, I told him it was too dangerous. Would you mind asking around for him if you find yourself there?
Why Calibrock? What was he hoping to find there?
Ah, he was always fascinated with the idea of other far-off lands. Calibrock was supposed to be the first of many stops on his so-called tour of Fiera. You know, it was actually his friend's idea to travel together. I doubt my boy would have gotten the notion to leave Windhome on his own.
I'll see what I can do.
If you can find anything out, that would set my mind at ease.
This way.